familiar with the practice of using pets, such as dogs and cats, for therapeutic purposes. But something you may not know is that special therapy animals are not limited to household critters. Today on Tales of the City, we have Marcia, Craig, and Lily, the miniature horse. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Marcia, can you tell us a little bit about Pet Partners and how you became involved with them?
Well, Pet Partners is a non-profit national organization based out of Bellevue, Washington. And fortunate for the people that get evaluated here in Massachusetts, we become affiliate members of Tufts Paws for People. And that allows us to get doors open that normally would not be open. And our involvement was we had an animal wanted to do therapy work, and nobody took a horse. So we did a couple of searches, and we found there were two fairly close, and North Grafton was the closest, and that basically is how we found them and feel very fortunate.
That's great. What kind of patients get visits from therapy animals?
Patients, they have a very long list. They can be Alzheimer's units, they can be hospice patients, adult children hospital, daycare, adult daycare, group homes. Basically, if there's a call, pretty much we'll go. We're pretty easy like that.
Oh, that's great. Is there a known benefit to using animal therapy, or is it just for morale?
Well, definitely, I think everybody has a change in morale, even staff. Our first visit to Tufts Medical, we saw 9 patients, took 9 pictures and 35 pictures of the staff. So definitely morale. But it's proven that it lowers the blood pressure and a lot of health benefits.
That's great. So we've heard about cats and dogs being used as therapy animals, but why a horse?
A horse is like any other animals, and that's why Pet Partners includes them in their repertoire of animals. Most organizations don't. Their thought process is if the animal's calm, dependable, and can pass the rigid testing, they really don't see it as a horse. Unfortunately, facilities don't view it that way. They say dogs, cats only, but we've been very fortunate in that she's small, so they kind of think of her as a dog.
Right, like a really large dog. Can you talk us through a typical hospital visit for Lily?
Well, getting ready for the visit is almost as bad as the visit. We have to give her a bath. In the bad weather in the winter, she has a bath in our kitchen. A lot of people think that's very strange, but if they knew us, they wouldn't. She rides in the back of our car, so we tell everybody you have to put your miniature horse in a minivan. We arrive, take her out, ask her to fizz and yellow pea. And today we couldn't find any mulch or grass, so watch out. We put on her shoes and her vest, and the shoes, everybody thinks they're adorable, but they are for safety reasons. And we can negotiate revolving doors and elevators, and once we hook up with our supervisor, we do unit-to-unit and room-to-room visits.
That's great. What kind of special training did Lily need to become a therapy horse?
Well, I was going to say she's potty trained, and normally that works very well. If we get someplace I ask her to go, that is what I think would be the biggest thing of training. But being an animal that's as big and with 4 heavy feet, I had to do what they call bomb proofing, and you can't ever do it 100%. But we decided as we walked her down the street one day, there was a running wood chipper, and I asked her to touch it. Stan, good girl. And she did, and I figured if she could touch that thing running, there was not a hospital or a nursing home that could beat that.
Well, you kind of touched on it earlier, but are there any limitations on who Lily can visit in the hospital?
The only limitation that I'm aware of, and it's not just Lily, is at Tufts, if somebody has had a heart transplant, they can't go visit. But other than that, if it's a room, whoever is handicap accessible, there's no limit.
And what kind of care do you give Lily when she's not visiting patients?
Well, she's kind of a spoiled brat, and we groom her every day. And because she does therapy visits, we groom her with all natural products. For grooming and bathing, we use something called ponytail, and to have her smell nice, we buy something called iguana oil. It's all natural.
Wow.
But we walk her down the street like she was a dog, and we've been known to put her in the car and take her for ice cream, which may be one of the reasons why she's a little hefty.
Oh, I mean, she looks perfectly fine.
People ask us if she's pregnant.
Aw, that's insulting to Lily. Hope she doesn't listen to them.
Stan? Good girl.
So how do people in your neighborhood react when they see you walking Lily?
They say, look at that fat old woman. But other than that, they're used to it. We live on a country road. It's dead-ended on both ends. But I do take her occasionally down Route 44, which can be faster traffic and busier than even here in downtown Boston. And it's good training for her because there's people that will try to scare her. They'll pull up real close to the sidewalk, blow the horn, yell. And silently I just thank them and say, well, wasn't that a good training experience? Stan, good girl, you're okay. Good girl.
So I've heard that you have another therapy horse. His name is Precious. Can you tell me about her?
Well, she's in training, and we don't know if she'll ever make the cut. She's a rescue from slaughter. She'd been beaten and starved, Stan, and she was untouchable. So we've got her at the point where she's coming in the house, and she gives kisses, shakes hands. She's met people in wheelchairs and doesn't seem to be too upset, but she's right now not as dependable and as calm, so we hope, but we won't say she's there yet.
And how's her relationship with Lily?
Well, when she first arrived at the end of September last year, Lily was the boss. And Lily is considerably smaller. Precious is about 8 inches taller. And within the past 2 weeks, I'd say something has definitely changed because now Precious is the boss.
Oh, poor Lily. So why do you do this work? What motivates you to go to hospitals with Lily and visit patients?
Well, it's basically makes everybody happy. Makes us realize that, well, our problems aren't all that bad. It's an easy thing to do, fun to do, and Lily seems to like it. Our cats and our dog, they're not as calm as Lily, but the dog enjoys doing it. The cats hate doing it. But when you see how a person reacts, you gotta do it.
Is there anything else you would like to share about Lily or about pet partners?
Well, Lily was lucky enough because she is Pet Partners and an affiliate member of the Tufts Paws for People. She was invited with the other teams to do a pet therapy visit with the volunteers and the first responders. And Pet Partners, I think, is one of the few organizations that not only will allow the horse, they have 11,000 teams, and dog is the most, then cat, but they have guinea pigs, rats, donkeys, and actually full-size horses as well. So they don't have to be the little guys to get the work done. So I admired that they think kind of outside the box.
Okay. So as you can see, it's not just a household pet helping patients. Animal helpers come in all shapes and sizes, from big to small. Thank you, Marsha and Lily.
Thank you for having us.